What's for dinner? It's Sunday, so tonight at my house, we're pulling out some of our breakfast favorites. Everybody's not around during the week all the time for breakfast. I'm not always feeling like making breakfast every day, so weekends we kind of do the breakfast for dinner. Today I'm doing French toast, and I've never felt very confident in my French toast. So I remember talking to a friend one time, and they're like, well, Kneader's has the best French toast. So I went out and started searching up some of their recipes, the copycat knockoffs. And usually when there's a knockoff, it's like somebody figured it out and everybody copied and pasted it and, posted it on their site. But this time there was so many different variations of this recipe. So I kind of looked at several and picked out what I thought sounded good to make a whole new Kneader's recipe. So first, if this is 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar. This is the first time making this, so teaspoon of vanilla, a cup of milk, and 4 eggs. And I'm just going to zap that in my blender. And I've never used a blender to do French toast, but I went and when I was doing the research, I found the 7 biggest mistakes people make making French toast. And one of them was not mixing it well. And in fact, I got a 7 out of 7 on that test. I was doing everything wrong. So that's the reason I was not confident in my French toast. So mixing it well. So I thought, well, I'll just throw it in the blender because it'll all get mixed no matter what in there. So I am going to go over my 7 bad mistakes. The first one was adding too much dairy. The rule of thumb I've learned this morning was 1 egg per 1/4 of a cup of dairy product, milk, half and half. I just use milk. And I used to just throw a couple of eggs in and stir them up fill the rest of the dish full of milk and sprinkle some cinnamon over it, and that was it. So that's what my kids like it. I hope they like the new and improved French toast because they're used to the other old gross French toast. So second mistake was not mixing it thoroughly, which I'm not good at. I'm not a good mixer. Not coating the bread right. They recommend soaking it for 5. I've read up to 20 minutes. I think bread would fall apart at that point, so I'm going to stick with the 5. Under soaking the bread, hopefully 5 minutes is enough. Using too much or not enough heat. Recommended cooking temperature for your French toast is 350 degrees. Not preheating the pan. And I can't say that I always make sure my light goes off before I throw my French toast on. And the last one was using only butter. And that's probably why I don't preheat my pan, because butter burns. And the recommendation was to use butter and mix it with oil and then coat it after each time. And so I just did 2 tablespoons of butter, 2 tablespoons of cooking oil, melted it, and I got my little brush here. I'm going to brush it on after each time. So, another recommendation was that your bread should be 3/4 of an inch. And I'd already bought this is only half, so it should soak faster anyway. But that was all the knowledge that I got this morning on French toast. So hopefully this turns out well. I'll let you know how my kiddos liked it. But let me know what you guys are having for dinner, recipes if you've got them, and I will be back tomorrow with what's for dinner.